In this view, I'll be starting the Whirling Waltz event, and it seems quite interesting because the Natlan characters are coming to Fontaine, and I think there will be some quite interesting interactions, and there seems to be lots of fun stuff that happens. It does look like a very interesting event. Newsstand in the court of Fontaine.
Try and stop me!
It's lagging a bit.
Hey, there's a newsstand over there! Wanna grab a copy of the Steambird? We know our Fontainian friends love a little drama. There's no way they'd let their readers down.
So hopefully most of the characters are voice acted in this event.
Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her,
Kniech.
surely that can't be Kniech?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup.
Oh, she doesn't. Hold up. This one's a gem. A legal restaurant caught serving Syrian stew. Proves surprisingly popular. Wait, like making food out of Syrians?
Pretty shocking. But it still feels like it's missing something. Ah, got it! Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing.
Wait,
Set
what?
to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
What? What? Oh my, that can't be for real. Like Nouvellette? Fine. I hate to admit it, but you've won this one. What?
Huh? What?
Wait. Is this...
Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed and gravely wounded!
Wait, is this just a game or something?
No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Surely not. If it is, we're all toast. Aha! I thought I heard familiar voices. Well, if it isn't Patchsoka and Paimon. Wait, is it real? What a coincidence! Mr. Cage and I were talking about you two for just a few minutes ago. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend. I pressed him for some juicy details, but remained tight-lipped about you. So, anything you want to share with me about the great Patchsoka's triumphant exploits on Natlan? It was a team effort. Modest as ever. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Sorry. Let me backtrack a little. Hi, you two. It's been ages. What brings you back to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
I'm glad Kniech's voice acting. Because I think he didn't for some of the Natlan acts. Our Conquest acts. What a pleasant surprise.
That, and also a less than pleasant shock! What the heck was all that about a story of meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious.
Oh, that? We're just trading tabloid headlines. Is that what you're talking about? So it's not real?
Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories.
So it's fake. I heard it in the trailer, and I thought it was gonna be a lot more important than that. But then it was just a game they were playing. Unless it's actually not a fake story.
Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous material.
I'm sorry you had to see such an unflattering side of Fontaine, Mr. Keach. These third-rate tabloids write their headlines purely to shock and scandalize. All they care about is grabbing your attention to boost their sales. The ones who've still got a shred of integrity will at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article, although the misleading headline is still an underhanded trick to draw readers in. But others, like the one you were just reading aloud, have no qualms about making outright fabrications.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
That's pretty lenient of you, Mr. Kinch.
Him?
Oh no.
Oh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Oh no, a house here.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth.
Where did he go?
All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Wait, so he was stabbed?
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently. Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in Natlan. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
That's good. And if you're wondering why the Eudex didn't preside over the trial, it's because the case was assigned to another judge right from the offset. It's not as if the Palais Mormonia only has one judge. We can't expect Monsieur Nouvelette to handle every single case by himself. He's the only judge we've ever seen. Who are the other judges? On a more interesting note, the trial in question went remarkably smoothly, and it was all thanks to Mr. Kinch's testimony as a key witness.
Oh, okay! Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kinich.
Phew, it was all a misunderstanding. The world's not going to end. Maybe not, but it'd be an even better world for me if Mr. Kinch here would agree to another exclusive interview with the Steambird.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
Yeah, probably. Drat, you saw right through me. Guess I'll put it down to the keen instincts of a renowned saurian hunter. Any response to that, or...?
I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kinich the speechless! Kinich the tongue-tied!
Just flick him into space again.
Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Back to me again? Oh, of course. That's a brilliant idea. That also means I'll need a bit more time to prep. Let me put together a thorough list of interview questions. Sounds like I'm not allowed to refuse. Well, I know I can be persistent, but at the end of the day, it's your call. Anyway, I should probably be getting back to work. I also need to go track down the Genshin and report these increasingly outrageous tabloids. Farewell, my friends, until you meet again.
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing that popped out before, or was it a how?
How
Kinda looked
thing?
like a how, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing.
Wait, is it not a howl?
Yeah, that was a how.
Oh, it was.
What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before. It's like he's trying to hide or something.
Maybe he's not acclimatizing very well to Fontaine.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing? Aw, poor Almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Can't even stand a
Too
little
bad he can't
change of
come out to argue
temperature.
back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine.
No floating objects.
Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine City limits during the
Yeah.
first 3 days of each month.
Oh, I get it now. And I'm sure Paimon gets it even better.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kanich holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a
Yeah.
flying Almighty Dragon Lord.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a how wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon.
That'd be pretty funny.
That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out.
Sounds
It'll be a
interesting.
good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along?
Sure, seeing how angry always makes my day. Always up for a bit of fun.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
An overnight Fantasyland. Yeah, this event seems like it could be quite fun. I wasn't expecting... I was expecting the Nouvlet getting stabbed thing to be bigger than that, though.
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
What is this?
Wow, this is awesome! Hard to believe it was just an empty beach before.
Oh, they've made a big
Yeah,
place for it.
it was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took.
What?
Ta-da!
That was interesting animation.
But is this all it takes to blow
So
people away?
why?
Oh, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. But is a few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap. Ta-da!
What? Okay, this person's kind of strange. There's something oddly familiar about the way you talk. Who are you again? Do I remember her? Who is she? Is she someone I would know, or... Probably since they're from Fontaine. I'll pretend I know them.
Well, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lepine Pauline. That's right, the unlucky one.
Good to see you again. The prototype lens has come in handy, by the way. Oh. She's that one. Been keeping yourself busy with some brother work lately.
Of course! How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magical
That's
land of
famous
fantasy,
things.
the stuff of film buffs' dreams. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all film lovers to come together and co-construct a world of dreams.
Oh, that's cool. I've liked the filming events. I wonder if they're gonna do more of that in this event.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather than pouring your entire life savings into a single project.
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that
Oh.
doesn't mean I haven't thrown all of my life savings into it too.
Oh,
Huh? You've got to be kidding.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project.
Why did you take a howl with you?
If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on! Mockery is all you shall get, straight from the heart!
Yeah, it's kinda strange.
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Yeah, just...
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
What? What does that mean?
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant?
I wouldn't call it smart.
You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production.
Mass
What?
production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! There has never been another like me, nor will there ever be!
Faces.
And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century!
Actually, I think it's an overstatement.
I shall have you know that I am Kahulahau, forebear of ancient wisdom! I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
Nah, you don't need to listen to him.
Ah, idiot meets idiot.
That's kinda mean to her.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
It's Navia.
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Oh, she's been...
Hello, everyone. Partner,
work.
Paimon. How have you been lately?
It hasn't actually been very long. Because I just did Scoffier's Stardust. And she was in that. Ah, my trusty partner. Very well, thanks. Even better now that you're here.
Hello there. I'm Kanich.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
Why don't you give your own
You think someone
introduction?
yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
I see, whereas...
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I don't think they can... shake hands.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper manners.
You don't have
Well,
proper manners, though.
It's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
I was totally being treated like a little cuddly pet.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light. I couldn't wait a moment longer. The second the approval came through, I reached out to President Navia, hoping she could lend a hand. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
Why is she crying so much?
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own excitement, as you can see.
Yeah, I
I'm
can see
guessing
that.
she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet, so let me fill you in. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Pauline is hosting this event, and also providing technical support.
Why is the background doing that? I don't understand why it does that. That's really weird.
Huh? Cheval Moran?
Wait.
That's right! The one and only Surintendant Cheval Moran! After much persistence and many solicitations, I
Scoffy right
finally
there.
obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend.
Oh. Is that a Scoffy back there? I think it is.
Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her own popularity. And that was always the goal. A win-win arrangement.
I don't think she needs more popularity. Isn't Farina like the most famous person in Fontaine?
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lapine Pauline coming out with such sensible ideas. By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye, and it's now being used for the latest cinematic productions. Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and props.
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident engineer. She's the technical powerhouse at the core of this entire event. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management.
Okay.
For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved. By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part?
It could be interesting.
It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your skills, I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Sounds like a lot of fun now thinking about it.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Well, as it happens, that'll be a piece of cake. Everyone needs to eat,
Asking
whether they
for
be
extras.
tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our theme restaurant.
I saw her back
Look over
there.
there. Ah.
Oh.
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Whoa. Get chopped.
She seems a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
Yeah, good idea.
You little... What's your game here?
Demoiselle, Sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Maybe even make a how Monica's assistant.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel free to take a gander at what we've got. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
Sure thing. Okay, seems interesting. Cramp. Wait, is that? Oh yeah, there she is. Look, it's you. That's cool. Is this stuff also new? I think it is.
Full throttle!
Okay, interesting.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment? The ones that leave their guns behind by accident, and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
What?
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Who's
Wait,
that?
has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as
Was
we
it
were cleaning up the site,
Cloran
someone
or
stumbled upon
Chevreuse?
a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Is it Aoife's gun?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
Because Aoife has a gun, and he's from Natlan.
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer
must be
Sabine
one thing.
stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any
Sabine.
dangerous items inside.
She's the Melusine, I think. Sadine.
And, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you know a lot about guns?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
What? Gave him toys?
Got sick of those long ago.
What did he give him?
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah,
Wait,
do you
what were the
recall what the gun
gifts?
looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
Was it Shiv? Is it...
Something like this.
Is it Chaska's gun? What is that? I don't think that is Aoife's gun. And it's not Chaska's gun.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise!
Sketched by a professional engineer after all. Maybe I was good at
It's
drawing.
nothing.
Was drawn well.
Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like. And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
Thanks a lot, Lepine Pauline. Can't wait for the event to get started.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you, and everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all! The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back to work too. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Oh, that's nice. Seems like Genichi has something to say. Let's go for a quiet spot. After saying goodbye to Lepine Pauline.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun.
You and Genichi find somewhere you can chat. It looked ancient.
Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions.
I think I'll join you.
Perfect. Then we can head out right away. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
Wait, you here? Navia?
Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Let's do this. Let me get a few other things in order first. Oh, is this starting something?
No problem. We'll be ready when you are.
Okay. I guess I don't want to do that yet then.
fresh vegetables
fair.
from the new batch are exceptional quality. I just wish I could say the same about the new staff.
The staff isn't good. This looks like sumo stuff. Is this? I think it looks like sumo stuff. Are these sumo NPCs? Maybe. Palladium ammonia. Oh no, it's outside. Wait, where am I going then? Oh, Ethan and Auron.
Oh, man.
Bro!
They're also in Fontaine.
Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife!
Three of them.
Fontaine.
Yeah, good
Huh?
question.
How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point.
True.
Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
What? For vegetables and cuckoo.
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
Are there vegetables
It's
there?
Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here.
That's okay.
Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan, which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right. But they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
That's
Wait,
nice.
what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Are they arguing?
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start
Really?
over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife,
What?
and I just turned 5.
What? Wait.
In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's
was that
Eva,
voice?
and I just turned 5.
Wow, Aoife just turned 5. Nice to meet you, little bro.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
Yeah, you're 5 years old now. That's pretty old.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
What?
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox.
What, he thinks Kanichi's flying around?
So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
I guess that's what flying objects do.
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had
No,
managed
Paimon
that,
saying it.
we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
That'd be pretty cool.
Which building? That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a
What?
sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about
Yeah.
left, right, and center.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's happening.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku.
Okay, never
He's
mind.
always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
True. That is so true.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
Ron's so funny. I really like Ron. In other words, right now in this building, there could be more than one awesome Saurus, but 2.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Oh, that's what Kaku says.
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
Alright, alright! Everyone's an awesome Saurus! Well, the human version. But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kakuku.
As it happens, Kenichi and I were just heading over to Palais Mammonia for something else.
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
We're gonna have to dodge all the gunfire and important documents flying around though.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
What?
Wait, Since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
That seems kinda mean. I really like their interactions. They're both really funny characters.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
Okay.
Back when we first met Kukuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him rotten.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after all.
That's true. I want to see more Aoife and Auron interactions now. The interactions are very funny.
Try and stop me!
Okay. Back here.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
What is that? They've dropped their hat?
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
Zadine, there are strange somethings. There are strange sounds coming from Monsieur Nouvelet's office. Do you think we should go check on him? I guess so. Oh, Risey's here too. And Kekaku.
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan?
Oh, they all have voice acting. That's good.
No.
Get out of here!
What? Wait, I want to hear that again.
No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
For real now, bro?
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
No way, bro. He's a bro. He's a bro of a bro.
He's a friend! Yeah! A saurian friend of a human friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Nouvelet.
For real?
Why is he angry at us?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Where's all the gunfire and important documents?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
What?
So you've met Nervalet before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
The way Kukuku talks is very
Wow, that
funny.
sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
I'll be fine.
Oh no!
Oh, you broke his heart.
I believe he said,
No way, bro.
or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
How can he sign that? This is all a bit strange, but they really are a great pair of awesome Sauri.
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Kanich tells Nulet and Risley about Lupine Pauline finding the gun. Nulet makes inquiries with the relevant personnel, and sure enough, they locate the box and the gun Lupine Pauline spoke of.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lupine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
Oh. That's interesting.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marachose Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Ridesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
Hopefully Charlotte doesn't find out. That goes for me too.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lupine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
What?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from?
Eva? A couple of top bros from Natlan.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a flying object.
Oh.
And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku. Excited?
Just a laugh. I can help pass a message to his friends.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
And don't mention it.
Alright then, we'd better get going. No need to see us off.
Oh, I can open it and take a look. Oh, that's cool. Wait, I kinda want a screenshot of this. This is funny. Maybe I can get Farina in the shot as well. She's in a idle. Wait, I'll do black background blur. So it's... That's a cool photo.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Natlan would soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be
That's
said for
true,
humankind.
bro.
The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kukuku, was it not?
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro!
Aww. Okay, it was very cute as well. I'm still in the quest.
Named popular, it can be
Oh, this is where on the view. Thanks for watching.
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
If you enjoyed the view, then remember to watch more of my Genshin and Star reviews. So if I have this on screen, which you want to watch, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.